my channel. My name is Laura, and today I'm pre-recording Top 5 Wednesday, and it is originally by Ginger Reads Laney. And the topic today is 5 books that you read in 2015 that were your favorite top books. Now, I already did my top 5 2015 new release top 5 books. So this will be my top 5 books that I read in 2015 that were released prior to 2015. So these are books that I finally read and I really enjoyed. So I am going to do it not by order, I'm going to do it by genre. So the first book is going to be a middle grade book that I really enjoyed, and I'm going to use my trusty journal. I have a reading journal. Everybody's seen this. So in my reading journal, I put, for all my new subscribers, I have a lot of new subscribers, I have a reading journal. Every time I read a book, I put a picture of the book in the book, and I journal about what I read and how I felt about the book, and I also put my readings and my ratings in here. So I'm going to show you my middle grade book that I really enjoyed, and this was the book here. And you can see that I highlighted in orange that it's my favorite, and I write about it, when I read it, how long it took me to read it, my star rating, the book thing, and what I thought about the book, or something to jog my memory, because I have a very bad memory. So when I go to rate a book or talk about a book, I need to know what happened in the book, and sometimes I forget. So I always write, after I finish reading the book, I always write in my journal. So the book that I recommend that everybody read, it's a middle grade book. It's called Out of My Mind by Sharon M. Draper. It was amazing. I first read this book, say what you will, and I gave this one 3 stars. And after I read that book, someone told me to read this book. And it's called Out of My Mind by Sharon M. Draper. I'll show you it again. And it's about a girl who is in a wheelchair. She's mentally disabled. And it was really enjoyable, and I highly recommend it. It's about kids being cruel to her, and I actually gave it to my children because it is a middle grade book, and I think Victoria read it, but or was reading it. So I really enjoyed it, and I gave it 5 stars. Okay, so now coming in at number 4, and that would be a YA book. I'm trying to see. Okay, coming in my YA books. The top YA books that I enjoyed this year, and I probably would not have picked this book up because I don't like the cover, and I've mentioned this one before. It's Winger by Andrew Smith. There you go. Now, I read this book with Read with Friends, and I really enjoyed it. I read it pretty fast, from May 4th to May 10th. And I put it in my favorites. It's about bullying, and I have book 2. It's a series, and I can't wait to read book 2. So I enjoyed it. It was a fast read, and very good. So coming in at number 3 is one of my favorite authors, it seems. And I keep on picking up more of his books. He is on my list twice today. So the book that I read was from May 8th to May 9th. I read this very quickly. I listened to it on audio, so it is a very good audio book. I gave it 5 stars. It's called Forgive Me, Leonard Peacock by Matthew Quick, and it looks like this one. And this too is about bullying, and I don't want to tell you any more because I have my spoiler written here. I really enjoyed that book, and it is a great audio book. So that is number 3. So now coming in At number 2 would be a middle grade book. I don't know if it's middle grade or YA. I think it could be middle grade. I gave it 5 stars. It is about the Holocaust, and it is a series, and I only read book 1, and it is about a 10-year-old Jewish boy. His name is Felix, and the name of the book is called Once by Morris Gleitzman. It looks like this. It's Once, Then, and Now is the name of the books in the series. So I only read once. It's a short book. It didn't take very long for me to read it. It's about a 10-year-old boy, and he lives in Poland, and he isn't his parents put him in an orphanage. And he escapes the orphanage, and his parents owned a bookstore, which is really cool. But when he goes to find his parents, you know what happened, because it's World War II. And it was really good story, and I really enjoyed it. And I hope to. I already bought the book now, but I still had to get the book then so I could read it. So yes, I do plan on continuing that series. So that was really, really good series. Okay, so the last book, which would be my number 1 book, and now I've mentioned this before. I read this book and then I watched the movie. So I loved the book. I hated the movie. So if you have seen, a lot of people already saw the movie and didn't read the book. The book was so much better than the movie. Okay, so the book, it is called The Silver Linings by Matthew Quick, and I have it as 5 stars. So it was an amazing, amazing book. What I didn't like about the movie is they changed so much. Like the book the father wasn't the same as in the book, and they made the movie more of a love story, and the book is more of a mental health story, and I just really enjoyed reading the book. So, yeah, I was annoyed after watching the movie. So, anyway, so those are my 5 books, and I hope you enjoyed this. And definitely check out Matthew Quick's writing. He is really amazing. I bought a couple of more of that he wrote, and I'm hoping that they are as much as intriguing as the ones I just mentioned. So, anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye!